Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all my students. My name is Miss Noreen and I will teach chemistry of class 10 online. First of all, I introduce myself. I am Miss Noreen and I am chemistry teacher, and today I will take chemistry online class. In this lecture, we discuss chapter number 3, that is organic chemistry. Before starting our lecture, first of all, we discuss something from to you that before starting this chapter, we should know some term that use in this chapter. The first, we should know different definitions. The first definition that we start, it is organic chemistry. Students, we already discussed in previous classes different branches of chemistry, and organic chemistry, it is one of the branch of chemistry. Its name indicate in this branch of chemistry we study about organic compounds, and we can also define organic chemistry as it is the branch of chemistry which deals with hydrocarbons and their derivatives. That branch of chemistry in which we study hydrocarbons, we study properties, characteristics, structure of hydrocarbon. This branch of chemistry is called organic chemistry. Now, before understanding organic chemistry, we should know the term what is hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons क्या होते हैं बेटा? Such compounds which containing two basic elements. Hydro means hydrogen and carbon. Such compound which containing hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbons. Let's discuss some examples of hydrocarbon. The first example of hydrocarbon is methane. Methane is a chemical name and common name, and commonly it is called sui gas. Okay. The formula of methane is CH4. If we study molecular formula of methane, in these two atoms are present. First one is carbon and second is hydrogen. Because methane consists of two basic elements, carbon and hydrogen, that's why it is called hydrocarbon. Now, then we discuss second term, that is hydrocarbon. What are hydrocarbons? That compounds which containing two basic elements. The word hydrocarbon is combined two words, hydro and carbon. Hydro means hydrogen and carbon. Such a compound which containing two basic elements such as hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbons. Now we study some examples of hydrocarbons. Number 1, methane. Methane is the example of hydrocarbon. The formula of methane is CH4. If we study molecular formula of hydrocarbon, we can see it consists of two elements, carbon and hydrogen. That's why we call methane as hydrocarbon. Second formula is C2H6, and the name of this compound is ethane, because here two carbon atom is present. Therefore, we use the word eth, and this compound is also called ethane. The formula of ethane is C2H6. If we study molecular formula of ethane, it consists of two atoms. Carbon, first element is carbon and second element is hydrogen. In the molecular formula of ethane, two carbon atoms also present, and along with carbon atom, hydrogen atom also present with 6 atoms. Yani 6 atoms of hydrogen and 2 atoms of carbon present in the formula of ethane. Because methane and ethane consist of carbon and hydrogen element, that's why we call this hydrocarbon. I hope you understand what are hydrocarbons. That compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon are called hydrocarbon. Now we discuss some example of hydrocarbon. First one is methane and second one is ethane. The formula of methane is CH4 and the formula of ethane is C2H6. After the hydrocarbon, we discuss saturated hydrocarbon. First of all, what is saturated hydrocarbon? Saturated hydrocarbon is the class of hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbons, such hydrocarbons which contain single bond between carbon-carbon atoms are called saturated hydrocarbon. If single bond is present between carbon atom, such hydrocarbons are called saturated hydrocarbon. For example, alkane. Alkane is the example of saturated hydrocarbon. Now we study some member of alkane. First we study member of alkane, that is ethane. If we study formula of ethane, the formula of ethane is C2H6. Look at this structure. This is open structure. In this structure, CH3 bonded with CH3, and between these two carbon atoms single bond is present. That's why it is the example of saturated hydrocarbon. We already discussed, if single bond present between carbon and carbon atoms, it is the example of saturated hydrocarbon. Okay. Now we discuss another example, that is unsaturated hydrocarbon. What is unsaturated hydrocarbon? Unsaturated hydrocarbons are that hydrocarbons which containing double and triple bond between carbon atoms. Hydrocarbons that containing double and triple bond between carbon atoms are called unsaturated hydrocarbon. If we study example of unsaturated hydrocarbon, the first example of unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkene, and second example of unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkyne. If we study structure of alkene, the first member of alkene, look at this structure. Between the carbon atom double bond is present. This double bond indicate it is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Alkyne. Lower side of alkyne carbon and carbon structure is present, and this between this carbon atom triple bonding is present, and this triple bond is indicate it is the member of alkyne, and alkyne is also example of unsaturated hydrocarbon. So students, what are unsaturated hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons that containing double and triple bond between carbon atoms. अगर कार्बन एटम्स के दरमियान में या तो डबल बॉन्डिंग हो या ट्रिपल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट हो. These are the examples of unsaturated hydrocarbon. They are called unsaturated hydrocarbon. The first example of unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkene, and the second example of unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkyne. Now, we discuss another term, that is alkane. What are alkanes? Alkanes are hydrocarbons, and between these hydrocarbons single bond exists. These are called alkanes. If we study examples of alkane, a lot of member of alkanes present here. The first member of alkane is methane, and the formula of methane is CH4. The second member of alkane is C2H6, and the name of this is ethane. The third member that present here, propane, and the formula of propane is C3H8. The fourth member of alkane is butane, and the formula of butane is C4H10. The fifth member of alkane is pentane, and the formula of pentane is C5H12. This is members of alkane. Another member of alkane also found like hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, decane. We study these members at the end of lecture. Okay. Now we discuss another term, that is alkene. What are alkene? Such hydrocarbons which containing double bond between carbon and carbon atom. If double bond present between carbon and carbon atoms, these are the example of alkene. For example, look at this. The member of alkene series is ethene. The formula of ethene is C2H4. If with this structure, open structure, then we see it H2C bonded CH2, and between these two carbon atom double bond present here, and this double bond indicate it is the member of alkene series. Okay. So what are alkene? Alkene are hydrocarbons. Such hydrocarbons which containing double bond between carbon and carbon atoms, these are called alkenes. And the example of alkene, first example of alkene is ethene. Okay, the formula of ethene is C2H4. If we study structural formula of ethene, we look this H2C bonded with CH2. Here two carbon atoms present, and between these two carbon atom double bond also found. This double bond indicate it is the member of alkene series. Okay, now we discuss alkyne. What are alkyne? Alkyne is also hydrocarbons. Such hydrocarbons which containing triple bond. Such hydrocarbons which contain triple bond between carbon atoms. अगर कार्बन एटम्स के दरमियान में डबल बॉन्डिंग है प्रेजेंट है, then this is called the member of alkyne series. Okay, look at this example. The name of alkyne member is ethyne. HC triple bond CH. Between these two carbon atom triple bond present, and this triple bond indicate it is the member of alkyne series. Okay, so what are alkyne? Alkyne is also a hydrocarbon. Such hydrocarbon which containing triple bond between carbon and carbon atom, it is called alkyne. And the example of alkyne is ethyne. Okay, the structural formula of ethyne is HC triple bond CH. Now we discuss